Well, they've had to give up their jobs, homes, even their marriages so their kids don't die.
Parents of kids with disabilities have a steep hill to climb in Tennessee, and it's one that has many of them living in poverty. And as News Channel 5's Kyle Horan learned, there's a push to have state law changed so that families don't have to give it all up to qualify for TennCare.
Oh, you want to show him your doll?
Like many 6-year-olds, Zoe Jones is filled with energy. Keeping up with her takes some effort. But also, keeping up with her medical needs is a job in and of itself.
She gets meds and feeds every 4 hours.
But for Zoe's mother, Tori Goddard, that's a task she's willing to take on. Zoe was born with a congenital heart defect and other heart problems. She has had 13 surgeries, 3 of them open heart. She's had 5 strokes, gone into cardiac arrest 7 times.
Our life is all about trying to be as normal as possible with the limitations that we have.
Goddard feels like their situation is largely out of her control.
We're very lucky that I have such a large support system that's willing to take on the burden to help us out. A lot of families are not that fortunate. They get food stamps, they live in Section 8 housing. You know, they go without food so they can provide medical supplies for their kids.
To keep Zoe on TennCare, Goddard had to quit her job because she was making too much money. She also had to sell her house and move closer to Vanderbilt in case of an emergency. Zoe's medical bills will likely be millions over her lifetime, and who can afford that? The income limit for a family of 2 to qualify for TennCare is about $34,000 a year, but Goddard is trying to change that.
She's walking now. She's in a regular kindergarten class. We started kindergarten this year. So she's really come a long way.
She's supporting a bill that could help not only her, but hundreds of other parents in Tennessee who are in similar situations.
It costs upwards of $25,000 to $50,000 a year if they have private insurance.
It would make it so instead of TennCare counting the income of a parent with a disabled child, instead it would use the child's income, therefore allowing the parent to make a decent living.
We want to be productive members of society, and we can't because we have a child with major medical disabilities.
Because for those families, there is no other way out.
It's almost soul-crushing is the best way I can describe it.
Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
Supporters of this bill say Tennessee is one of a handful of states that don't provide support like this for families with disabled children. Should medical marijuana be legal? That issue is front and center, not just here in Tennessee, but also in the bluegrass state. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin just announced he would be happy to sign a law making medical marijuana legal after it makes its way through the legislature. Middle Tennessee is on the rise. That means lots of construction.
Straight ahead, we're going to break down 2 massive developments coming soon to Music City.
And with all that growth comes traffic. We'll break down just how much your commute costs you a year.
Valentine's Day is supposed to be all about the love, but this Valentine's Day, it seems like there's a lot of anti-love out there. In fact, at Hooters, they're running a promotion where if you bring in a picture of your ex, I'll choose Taylor Swift because she broke my heart when she left country music, and you rip it in half, then you get some wings on the house. A lot of other places are doing similar promotions. More on that coming up.
Rain looks to sneak back into the mid-state. I've got the details on timing next.
Tanger Outlets is considering opening a location in Nashville. The mall would be 280,000 square feet with easy interstate access. Right now, the deal isn't finalized, but that would mean lots of new jobs for the area. We'll update you as soon as we learn more about it. A new development coming to a historic area in North Nashville is the first of its kind in 10 years.
It will offer a coffee shop and some condos. News Channel 5's Brandon Marshall spoke with the developer about the project.
The 2-story building will offer retail businesses on the first floor and 8 condominiums up top. The developer says he's excited to bring this idea to a fast emerging Buchanan district.
Managing Director Chris Larkins feels the modern look will be a good addition to the historical music arts district. The lofted black and white exterior condos are about 500 to 530 square feet. A coffee shop will be placed below. Larkins has lived in Nashville for 11 years, but his heart is in the North Nashville area, where he's worked for 3 years. After pizza restaurant Slim and Husky's and cocktail bar Minerva Avenue moved in, Larkins says it's time to offer more to the community.
Classy, but at the same time a neighborhood appeal. and it's a place that I really see genuine inclusivity. So people of varying economic groups, cultural backgrounds, able to come and just enjoy a night out.
The mixed-use commercial residential building is expected to open by early summer. In North Nashville, Brandon Marshall, News Channel 5.